Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champagne here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of PowerWash Simulator 2, where today we're going to be continuing on with the job that we've had left in progress in our last episode, the gas station. We're also going to maybe look at a couple of the achievements that are out there. Like, I did take a look at the achievement screen on Steam, and it did say that there was an achievement just for petting all three of the cats. So we got Squeak there that needs to get some love. We got Bubbles here that needs to get some love. And we've got Ulysses that also needs to get some love. And that gets a save an achievement for just petting all three of the cats. So that in itself is pretty good. We're going to now go back to, if I hit escape, we're going to go back to start washing and head back to the gas station where we have this job about halfway finished, and we basically we've got most of the gas station itself at this point that needs to be done. So we're gonna continue back on. Wow, 72 miles to the next services. Get it now, or don't blame us if you run out of gas. 72 miles between services. Holy cow! It's a long way to go. A real long way to go. So we'll be, oh, there we go. I was going to say the loading screen was taking a long time for some particular reason. All right, so here we are, back at the job. And if we take a look, really most of what we have left, the playground is finished, the cactus sign is finished. We've got the AC unit, which I think is up top. We've got the tool storage, which is going to be, maybe that's inside. I'm not quite sure where the tool storage is. So we'll have to take a look at that. There's also apparently an achievement if we, like, there's a ball, and if we roll the ball down the slide, we get an achievement for that. So we're going to hop up here and just try and give this a little bit of a push. Whoa, don't go that way. And maybe, I wonder if, so we can pick it up. I'm guessing we don't get one if we just roll it down ourselves. That probably does not work. So we're going to place that. Let's see, where can I place it? Oh, you can't, yeah, you got to place it here. And then we're going to just give it a push. I'm going to try and give it a push. Okay, there's that. All right. And then can we push it over? I might need to get into a better, let's see, a better, what am I trying to say? Better nozzle. All right, come on, get over. There we go. There's one. Okay, so we dropped the ball. There's another thing. Done. Perfect. And now back to the job, which is what we're all about anyway. So let's just start with everything here on the outside of the place. We're going to get back into our main washer and just continue where we left off here. And see if we can get this done in somewhat rapid fashion. Hopefully this will not take too long to do. So what does this sign say? Oh, it's the parking sign. Okay. That makes sense. It's important that everyone knows where they can park. And I don't know if this is really too gunky yet. This is just like little gunk. Right now the problem I've got is that the scaffold is in my way. So I'm going to have to move that at some point. Just so I'm not trying to work around it too much. All right, sign's good. See how much of this. So this is the floor border. So this is the 4-quart floor border. So this is its own piece. And I'm assuming there's a bunch on the end. Yeah, there's a bunch over here too. All right, that's good. And then, yeah, we're just going to slowly work our way through the back here. And just kind of, again, we're trying to work on section by section is what we're going to try and do here. Just so we can kind of keep somewhat of a semblance of order to this entire thing. At least that's the plan. So this is another floor border. Okay, so this is all considered one big piece. So we'll try and get all of this. And maybe it goes all the way. I'm guessing it goes all the way around. So we'll switch off, start working on this. Okay, here's the air pump, which again is this just all part of the main gas station. So this isn't under any individual section. This is just like part of the main job on this. And of course, got to always look underneath, because that's most likely where you got a lot of gunk. It's on the underside. That's what we've normally found with just about every job we've done. If you can't figure out where it's dirty, it's most likely dirty on the underside of it. Now I can probably put on the first extension and then switch to that. Yeah, that works. So I can stay with the green one. So it took us about an hour to get through the first half of the job, but we'd also done another job. We had gotten the road sweeper that we had to clean up in our last episode, or no, not that we had to, but that we were working on in our last episode. So that took a little bit of time as well. So hopefully this won't take us in the neighborhood of an hour, but we shall see. And when in doubt, just soap the heck out of the thing and hope that the soap will make the difference in getting the thing clean. Still no. So yeah, oh yeah, there's a bunch back there. And down there. Okay, cool. Continuing on towards the back here. And again, all of the crates and everything are all part of the main job as well. So these are not individual pieces of the job, or they're not all like under a category heading like the ice machine was or anything like that. This is all just the main portion of the job. Oh, and all those individual dice are parts. That's great. Apparently people out here playing liar's dice or something like that is what I'm guessing. But they all count as individual things that need to be cleaned. That's really, really fun. As does the cup. So that's nice. I like that. I like the individual touches that they have in this game. I really, really do. The barrel, still something on the barrel. All right, barrel's good. These crates, did I get both of the crates? This crate I have not gotten yet. And I don't know about the other crate in its entirety. This crate is good. Okay, so we're good there. And this is all the side floor. And again, I should just stay with the yellow, because the yellow for sure is going to work. The green will not get it without really hitting it like in 2 or 3 passes, but the yellow definitely seems to get it without too much trouble, because it's just regular dirt. It's nothing too rough out here. And I believe, yeah, that's the rear floor. So the side floor is just, it ends right at the ice maker. So we're going to work on getting all of this. And then this is, oh, here's the tool storage. So this is the tool storage that they were talking about. So this is its own item as well. Okay, good to know. And it's got like dog and cat dishes on there. That's great. Oh, and that goes all the way up too. Okay. So yeah, we'll work on this since we're here. Get all the tool storage, because again, this is all one big piece. And it is one subsection of the checklist. So we'll get all of that taken care of before we move on to the rest of the job here. Oh, and this is, this needs some, it's going to definitely need some soap. Looks like we got some, what am I trying to say? We got some, like, spray paint on the wall there. So we're going to get all of that off. Just like that. Okay. Again, I still feel like the soap is kind of a cheat code in this game at this point in time. It definitely makes life a lot simpler when you've got that stuff there. Okay, how are we doing on the job in its total? 57%. So we started at 49. So we're doing pretty good so far. All right, that part is done. The base is done. We'll probably have to grab the ladder and get up to the top of this thing. There's some gunk on the faucet. Might be on the underside, so we have to shoot it from the underside. Let's just go with the good old trusty turbo nozzle. When in doubt, go with the turbo nozzle. Because that will clean up a bunch of stuff pretty quickly as well. Yeah, then we just got the canopy. All right, we got all of that one section. I wasn't even trying for that. Okay, let's get up from our crouch here. This is still the canopy. Okay, so the canopy must be, the top must also count for the canopy. So we got to go over, grab our ladder. Where did I put the ladder? So, I put the ladder back on the ground. Okay. So when you leave a save, the ladder goes back to its starting position. Okay, good to know. So up we go. Yeah, we got a lot up here. There are footprints on the top of the canopy. I can safely say they are not mine. At no point in time did I step on the top of the canopy. That was not me. I don't know who it was, but I don't wear that size boot. That much I know. All right, if we take a look, let's go down. Tool storage, we got the rake. That's all we need. And everything else is done. So something on the rake, there it is. Whatever it was, it is now done. And we continue on with the rest of the journey here. With the side floor next. And of course, now we're down to like these whatever little bits we have of the side floor. And same with the floor border. All right, that's done. The floor border, let's take a look. What could be wrong with the floor border at this point? Whatever it is, we got it. And we continue forward. I definitely saw some like spray paint on this wall, which is why I decided to hit this all up with the soap. Yeah, they definitely done a number. Someone had like a giant can of blue spray paint and just decided they were going to hit everything with it. Just because they could. It just seemed like the thing for them to do, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'm going to have to hop up here to get these parts. And that is not coming clean all that easily there. Everything there. All right, that's a little better. Is this, okay, so this is the garage wall, so this counts as its own piece. Good to know. So this is its own section, this wall. Oh, and I fell down. All right. Let's go with the super extender. All right, garage wall is done. How about that? Is that the roof trim? That's all one big piece. That roof trim is all one thing. It's what it seems like. And then this wall is probably all one big wall. Another new job is available. We have a gravel pit to slow out-of-control vehicles that fast approaching your yard. So it sounds like we're going to have another job to... That's great. Sounds like we're going to have another job that's going to be another vehicle clean that will be available to us. That's what I'm seeing there. Now, I'm assuming that the spray paint on there is actually the wall, and that is not something that we need to clean off. I'm assuming that is actually part of it. So, like, if we go here and hit that, yeah, that's part of the wall. That's what I figured. It looks like a very cute cactus, so I would not think that that would be something that that someone just drew that on there. That appears to be part of the scenery. Okay, and this is all, okay, so this is all its own wall as well. They keep on, I feel like, I mean, I keep on wanting to use the green nozzle, but it just, I would have to go a lot slower with it than I would with the red one, or with the yellow one. So the yellow one, we can make a lot quicker passes than with the green one. All right, how are we looking? Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. Kind of ran pretty quickly through this. Got a bunch up there. That roof trim is still all one connected parts. We got stuff on the door that we gotta get, I'm guessing. All right, the wall's done. Let's just hit all of this real quick with spray. Not gonna mess with the door too much. See what all we still got on here. Is there anything still there? Or is that now good? Door frame, I think we're good now. And I'm going to switch to this tool for this part of the floor. So yeah, let's use this for this part of the floor, because again, this is what this tool is made for. So no reason not to use it. We spent good money on this. And given that we did, we should make the most of it where it serves its best purpose, which is on parts like this. And this is all one part of the floor here. So this is all the rear floor. Everything here. So yeah, we'll just kind of go back and forth, do some back and forth passes. And again, those are not my footprints. I don't know whose they are, but they're not mine. Again, I don't wear that size boot, so I know it's not me. That is somebody else. I'm not sure who. And I don't have an associate, so it's not an associate's footprints. I'm not quite sure. They belong to somebody, but I could not tell you who. All I know is that I myself did not do it. That's all I can say there. Let's see. Yeah, just little bits, little tiny slivers here. So let's switch back to this, maybe get along the wall. Maybe that's going to be a lot of it. This is one of those where, again, they're going to make you get like every little nook and cranny of this thing, it seems like. So I'm looking to see what else it could be. But we're good there now. All right. So I think everything back here is good. Let's make our way up to the... Oh, no, we got this wall. So let's now make her start working here. I'm going to throw that over there, get it out of my way. We got a bunch of spray paint on this wall. So let's spray the ever-living whatever out of this. Because there is a lot of paint that should not be there on that wall. We'll go all the way up there, get all that too. Sure, that works. Look at all that, man. That's good stuff. So now I think I can probably go green and just hit all that like that. I think so. Yeah, look at that, man. Look at how easy that is. Just like that. Hit it with soap and then go back over it with green. Boom. Quick acting. That is good stuff right there. I'm telling you. Makes a huge difference. I do have to get a little bit closer for those little bits there. And I'm stuck, I think, on the crate. All right, cool. That's done. Perfect. Let's make our way up to the front. Same thing here. Just going to hit all this with all the soap. And then work our way from there. Okay, I got a lot of soap on the pavement, but that stuff will dissipate. If you get soap in a place where you don't need it, it will just disappear. But if it is in a place where you do need it, it will stick to the surface. Okay, so now let's go back in. So each of those signs is its own thing. And there are some little bits there that did not get hit with the soap, so we'll probably have to go back and hit some of that again. It's a very red door. Very red, that door. Wow. Yeah, there's a little bit there. I wonder if that's like part of the wall. Is that like its own thing? No, it's just part of the overall wall. That's all we got there. All right, so there's that. And the door. Okay, now over this way. And you could do this without using the soap. I mean, because there's nothing really all that grimy on here. I'm just doing it so that way I can then go to the green nozzle and go forward that way. But again, it's all up to you in terms of how you want to handle it. Oh, you can rock the rocking chair too. That's great. I love all the little touches in this game of like all the little things that can move. I don't remember as much of that in PowerWash Simulator 1. It may have been like that. I just don't recall it as much. I mean, I do remember that they had the thing like with the soccer ball in that one, or the football, as one may say, where you had to hit the football, and that was in like the skate park job, where you had to hit the football out of the out of like one of the pools. We're to douse the heck out of that lights, because that's going to have a lot of gunk on it. We'll probably have to get up top to get the rest of it. It's my guess. It's probably got a lot up there. So we'll take care of that in a bit. That'll be one of the last things, I'm sure. At some point, we are going to have to get up on top of here. I don't know if we're going to need this scaffold. We might get away with not having to use the scaffold on this thing. Or so I hope. We shall see. All right, that's good. Another part down. This floor is probably, yeah, this is all the front floor. So there wasn't much left of this. Yeah, that's good. All right, now the big one, this window, is going to be a lot of dings on here, I'm sure. Let's just hit this all with soap. Just like that. Just a big, big splash of it. So simple. And there's more, I see more spray paint here. Yeah, again, I don't know what it was with this person in the blue spray paint, but man. Maybe they just went off on a bender one night. Just really, it's like, man, let's party. Big can of blue spray paint, and next thing you know, the place is just covered in it. And I love the fact that all the signs are like individual things as well. That wall's still got a little bit up top there, I see. And the door, yeah, maybe that frame is something. No, it says that the frame is good. Is it still the wall? It's still the wall. Is this, oh, this is probably still part of the same wall? Is my guess? Yeah. And then we're going to have stuff that's like above the canopy there. So we'll probably have to get up on the ladder to get that. Let's work on these little lights and get them all nice and clean. So again, it's a priority. It's what we do. We are the lights people. All right, those are good. Do we have some on the front here? We do. And then we'll start working on this entire big section. So canopy beams, are these all individual or are they all connected? I think that each of these sections is its own thing. So like this is a canopy beam, and maybe these count. No, this is a pillar. So there's probably gunk on the front is what I'm guessing. That's why it's not giving it to us just yet. And then the underside, this is all just one section here. All right, no problem so far. Oh, let's maybe change our camera view a bit. Just a bit. Every once in a while, you got to just adjust your camera view so you can go into the... You hit C to change your view. So you can hit C to go to like always behind you mode, and then hit C again to get into you don't move, but the gun moves mode. For lack of a better way to put it. The underside, there's like little, there's like next to nothing left there of the underside. And there's the beams. Okay, so yeah, a lot on the outside of the beams. Is what I was figuring. Right, so that beam is good. Let's go over here, get this beam while we're at it. The beams are good. And then let's work on the pillars. So we'd started those. All right, cool. And we're at 80%, so we're down to the final fifth of the job. We've gotten 3/5 of it done so far. I mean, we were at 50% when we started, so we've done 3/5 of the remaining job. Look at me mathing like crazy. Go ahead and get the gas pumps. Oh, that's got some gunk on it. All right, that's fine. I can go with that. Not a problem. Just light this baby up. Yeah, might as well get this too while we're at it, because there's a lot of like paint and stuff on the ground here. I wonder if this is back in the days of like leaded gasoline. It says regular on there, so I wonder if this is back when it was leaded and unleaded. For people that were not born before 1980-ish, back when you could sell leaded gasoline And then they eventually got rid of it, and you only had, now it's all unleaded. But there was a time where you had gasoline that had lead in it. That was back before everyone realized that having too much lead was not a good thing. It's amazing what we learn as time goes on. All right. Those are probably pretty close. There might be like little bits and pieces there. But we'll have to check that out. The pump floor is good. The curb still needs a bit. Curb's good. Okay, we're getting close to having to get ourselves up into the air. Not quite there yet, but we're almost at the point where everything is going to be up high. And we're going to have to work our way up to the roof to start getting everything that's still missing. Like, there's probably something on the top of that sign that's up on the roof, and we're going to have to go up there to get it. Same thing with this red canopy trim. Probably a lot of it that's up on the top there. So we'll have to go up there and get that. Same with the wall. There's a lot of the wall that's going to be up top. So let's see. And we got this wall. So let's take care of this wall. Let's again shoot it. Shoot it with soap, because again, more blue spray paint all over the place. So lots of that. Give this a good hose down. I mean, we're doing a lot more than we need to. I mean, I really don't need to do all this, but I'm just trying to make this part easier on myself. And just like that, big sections. I love the way that the soap, it has the effect. Like if you look at the wall, the soap just has this like dripping effect. It's only in the sections where the soap still is, but it's still kind of funny to see that. It's another neat little touch about the game there. All right, how are we looking here now? That wall's done. And again, the trim is most likely going to be all up top, is my guess. These walls are good, so I think it is time to get ourselves up into the air and start handling things from here. Here's the AC unit. I thought this was up top. And as it turns out, it was. So that did not surprise me too much. Got lots of rust on this thing, as would be expected. Because it's up here exposed to all of the elements. And we'll check this out, because this is its own thing on the checklist, the AC unit, so we'll check it out when we're done. See what they say we still need to do on it. It's got like all these old little individual vents and whatnot that need a little bit of attention. So let's see. Did we get all of it? No, the unit itself still needs something. So let's get down low. There it is. Whatever it was, that was it. And then, yeah, I think from here on out, I think just about everything is going to be up top here. I think that's what we're looking at now. And there's that wall, again, which was all up top. This wall is also hopefully... No, there's still something on this wall that's going to be... Okay, we're going to maybe have to get down a bit for that one. That piece of trim is good. Okay, yeah, so these are all individual pieces of trim. And those are all done. Okay, and then this roof section is all its own thing. And this is just generic dirt, not too hard. Easy peasy with this one. Don't even need soap. Again, not my footsteps. I do not wear shoes that size, I promise you. I don't know. And they're like, but Rusty, you're up here. You can be causing those footsteps. No, it's not me. I promise you, it's not me. Those are not my style of shoes. I can guarantee you that. All right, that's done. 88%. Hop up here and start this part of the process. And get all these trim pieces and then work our way into the middle. There's another gnome here. I don't know if there's anything with that gnome that like if there's an achievement with that gnome. There could be. I could look in the achievement list and see if there is such a thing. There's got to be something with that trim piece that must not be on the top side. Because I would have thought for sure we would have hit it by now. So there must be something down low with that. Maybe, or it might be on the front. Like if I go onto this lower roof section, it might be there, possibly. We'll take a look. All right, that one's good. 90%, the final 10% to go. We're just about there. Maybe those are my footprints. I don't think they are, but maybe they are. I don't know. And yeah, the gnome, I'll move him around in just a second. I'll get him out of my way here. So let's pick you up. And we're going to put you right over, sit you on the AC unit. There. Get some sun. And then, what is this? The roof sign wall? Oh, okay. So this is its own piece as well. Get to that in a bit. Let's get the rest of the floor here. So that way I don't leave any footprints in case it is me leaving footprints. Which I still don't think it is, but it could be. It's like Jimmy Buffett said, it could be my fault. Oh, and there's so much spray paint on that wall. On the roof sign wall. It's got so much. And is this thing its own thing? The blanket is its own thing. Okay, the radio is apparently its own thing as well. So a gnome sitting up on a blanket on the roof. I don't know if there's supposed to be some kind of a joke there or not, but hey. Maybe he just likes it out in the sun. Who knows? I couldn't tell you. All right, let's just go into this view here because it's going to be a little too snug to try and go without it. So, and 1 second here. All right, and back at it. Here we go. Had a brief phone call there in the middle. Nothing too big. All right, and then this will hopefully be it for the floor, for the roof. There can't be too much left for that at this point. Just like little bits. Yeah, there's a bunch of little sections over here. There we go. That's done. To the final 5% we go now. Almost. Yeah, now we're on the final 5%. And so much spray paint. So much of it. It's go up there, get all that. And that's all good. It's probably, okay, so the canopy, trim. Yeah, there's a lot up here on the front. So if I fall down there, okay, we can still get it from here. That's not going to be a problem. That will actually work out pretty well there, I do believe. I do think so. All right. Did all that up real good. Look at that star. Don't it look good? Don't it look nice? Have to get up here. Okay. Got a little bit there. Swing around here. This is probably everything for the trim. No, there's still something on the trim. Wow, I would have thought that that would have been done. Is it underneath it? It's like little underneath sections of it, maybe? I don't know. And this part itself, the roof sign wall, still has some on it. All right, let's go to this one. Okay, it looks like we got some here. Where else do we have some here? Seeing as being unnecessarily fussy. Man, I'm not like seeing much of it. Oh, there's a bunch right there. There's a whole lot. It's probably some on the other side as well, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's a whole bunch there. That's what it was. That makes more sense now. I'm like, I can't be missing something that massive here. And as it turns out, I was. It helps if you clean all four sides of a thing. Makes a bit of a difference. And amazingly enough, more spray paint. So we'll get all this. It's probably it for this part of the wall, I'm thinking. We're pretty close. Might need a little bit more there. For that. Yeah, let's take a look at more there. Because that wall did not ding on me. I might need to get underneath there. Possibly. So there's the trim. Yeah, something with that wall is still giving me fits. We'll get it in a second here. It's exactly what we're missing. But the canopy roof is like the last big thing that we've got here in the job, I do believe. And then it's just going to be finding all the little bits that we didn't get. Oh, there's the night. Got to get that for sure. Hit a lot of that. Let's just hit that with spray paint. Hit that with soap. Don't hit it with spray paint. That's something different. I've been talking about spray paint, so it's on my brain now. %, the final one. It's always that last one that causes so much commotion. But I feel pretty good about how we've done this. That's good. The canopy trim. It's all going to be here on this side of it. So just going to kind of hit this all the way along this edge because it feels like it's all this edge here. That's good. If I take a look, what is it pointing at? I think it's pointing at things down here. Well, I see a bunch here. So that's a part. Apparently, so let's see, the bumper guards. All right. And I'm guessing the bumper guard over here is the same thing because I did not attempt to do anything with these bumper guards. And on the gas, the pump itself still needs a little more. Maybe on the front of it? Or on the sides of it? There, whatever it was, we got it. Where's it pointing now? It's still pointing at the light. Is it on the back? There we go. We got that. The side of this. What is it pointing at? Not the wheel, not the wall. The wheel hub. Oh, the wheel hub. Okay. There's that. Now where are we going? We're going to, this wall. And somewhere where we've still got, yeah, just little bits. There's that one. Something on the door. We're down to the roof trim, the wall, and the rooftop crates. So there's the roof trim. We've got a wall. It must be up top, so let's head back up there. And the rooftop crate. Or no, it's this wall. I mean, I see some spots here. I see a little bit there. But where else is this wall? Oh, there's some here, maybe. Potentially, is that part of it? No. It's a little bit there. It's a little bit there. Again, it's like, what could possibly be missing? Like, what's a big section of the wall we haven't hit? Because everything I see that it's pointing at me is like tiny, tiny bits. So let's hop back up because we got to get to the rooftop crate anyway. See what we're missing there. See what that crate is that's giving us an issue. So rooftop crates. Oh, that's this guy. That's done. So just this wall. What is it on this wall? What are we still missing? I mean, we're down to like the smallest of bits on this wall. So it might just be time to start dousing it with soap and seeing if we get it from there, possibly. I'm seeing nothing here. It's like, what? Oh, is it? What do we still not possibly have? I mean, I am getting up close and very personal with this wall. And I'm not seeing anything. It's like pointing down. So let's see. Where? Okay, there's some there. Right about there. Wow, this is amazing. How little the spots are on this one. I feel like there's just something massive that I'm missing on this wall. But I cannot figure out what it is. Like, is it underneath the signs, maybe? No, it's not underneath the signs. There's some there behind the vending machine, I feel like. Underneath the vending machine? Can we move the vending machine at all? Oh, there's a bunch here. There, finally. There it was. $2,375 now. The job is complete. Huh. That was, I mean, again, it's always that final last percent that gets you. All the darn time. Makes things so much more challenging. So let's see. Sugar, I don't know what to say. Me and Ron have been out front for hours gazing at your handiwork with tears on our eyes. We ain't seen the place looking like this for many years. Anyway, look, Ron's giving me the cheeky smile and dashed indoors. Now there's soul music floating out the windows. Let's hope Marvin keeps himself to that roof for a while. Maybe that was the gnome. I don't quite know. So that job is finished. Let's head back to the home base. See what jobs are now waiting for us here. We're not going to get into one, but I would just want to at least see what we've got in terms of upcoming jobs here. So if we go here, We've got the mobility scooter, and we got the bandstand. And I know that for the bandstand, there is some kind of an achievement for the bandstand. So when we get into that, we'll have to take a look at what that one is. I think it's one of those where if you clean a section first, then it gives you an achievement for it. So we will have to give that a look. And if we take a look here at the wall, we've got the road sweeper is done. We've got the public facility is done. We've got is that the one there? That's the dog car, the campsite, the billboard. Yeah, the road sweeper, the Art Deco house. There it is, the gas station. Now complete. And another memento here on the giant wall of cleaned up jobs in PowerWash Simulator 2. Power Station? What am I talking about? That is going to be all for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.